Hey guys, it's your best boxing friends. She's Rachel. I'm Kelsey. Rachel, there's only one Tyson Fury, but that one Tyson Fury apparently is not going to rematch Deontay Wilder as soon as everybody hopes, which will be the next fight. This is according to the WBC. There's also news out about rumored opponents. The most likely opponent is Joseph Parker, former title holder and title challenger. What do you think about the one Tyson Fury taking the money and running?
Well, this is his career and his livelihood and his life on the line. So I can totally understand. And it's not really, like his fault or anybody's fault. We just got excited for a rematch, and then it's not going to happen. Like, say things have been different and whatever was going on at the time, we didn't think there was going to be a rematch, then I wouldn't have the expectations and I wouldn't be disappointed.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I mean,
So like,
he kind of did it to himself, right? Him and at least from Wilder's side, Wilder, according at least to WBC, wants the rematch next. But Fury and both of the guys kind of talked about how they were the two of the heavyweight champions that actually dared to be great and were going to fight for their legacies and their fans, and they did that.
yeah.
And said kind of the same things about getting a rematch done. They both want the rematch. But yeah, Tyson Fury is doing what's best for him, I think, and taking this big contract with Top Rank, letting Top Rank do their job, which is, hey, we'll find these other fights that are less risk for you. You'll make a lot of money against Joseph Parker, who you'll outbox. Maybe Kubrat Pulev, who you'll outbox. Like, these are guys you can beat way more easily than a Deontay Wilder, who can knock you out of your senses with, like, the touch of a finger. Like, it's just a lot less risk and a lot more money. And hey, we'll get you that fight later.
Yeah.
Probably. So I don't know. Like, I guess, Rachel, I thought you were going to say more stuff. You got a little stuff down there when we were talking about it?
Well, I'm
Why aren't you telling our best boxing friend?
You just keep talking.
I stopped though, and then you were like,
You can give me a chance. You edit. If you have to edit.
I don't like to edit. I like to just let things roll and speed it up and go.
Okay. Well, yeah, we talked earlier about how Fury took the brunt of, or he took a lot of punishment in that first fight between him and Wilder. And so it makes sense to me that if it were a rematch, if I'm Fury, I'm like, wow, I really don't want to get hit with that again. Whereas if I'm Wilder, I'm like, well, I might get outboxed for 12 rounds, but I can try. It's not like, he wasn't flat on his back, like, almost
He didn't have
dead.
to rise from the dead.
Yeah. So I get like why you might think twice about stepping in the ring again with Wilder. What I read on Yahoo Sports was that this might be a really great opportunity for Wilder to really push for the match with Anthony Joshua, because whether or not Joshua's kind of like, remember when he was hinting at like, April 13th, I've already booked the thing, for either of these guys.
That's Kelsey's birthday. It's for him.
And then you had this match between them, and then it seemed like, okay, well, they've got unfinished business. Joshua's just going to go off and do something else. Well, now, like, you've opened that back up because
at least for after the Gerald Miller fight.
Fury's busy doing other things. Yeah. And so there can be something between Wilder and Joshua. And again, if you're Joshua, you do have the upper hand, and you probably are like, do I want to get hit by Wilder?
I guess so. Sounds like the best case scenario is we get Anthony Joshua is going to fight Gerald Miller in June in New York. Big fight. Yeah. He wins that fight, right? In the meantime, what is it? It's February. So yeah, Wilder, you want another fight because you want to stay busy. You want to work on the things that you need to work on that you found out about in the Fury fight.
Yeah.
You fight Dominic Brazil, however you say his name. Wilder's going to knock that guy out. Yeah. But stay busy. I think it's as mandatory with the WBC. And then Fury can do his own little thing. And then that does set up a possibility of Deontay Wilder, WBC champion, Unified champion Anthony Joshua. I really like that fight. And I think that Wilder has a decent chance of pulling the upset. Joshua will be the favorite in that fight, should be the favorite in the fight, is the better boxer, has a lot of power, but he's not as good defensively, I don't think, or at least I haven't seen it, as Tyson Fury.
Right.
And we all know what happens when Deontay Wilder lands a punch. And Wilder's tough. He can take a lot of punishment. He showed that against Fury. He showed that against Luis Ortiz.
Yeah.
He is a wild animal, and when he's hurt, he's dangerous. And he's as dangerous a one puncher as I've ever seen, at least during my lifetime. Right? You'd have to go back to people like maybe Joe Louis or Jack Dempsey or something like that. Somebody that can just knock you out with one punch, and that's an amazing thing to behold.
Yeah, I will say this for all three of these guys. I understand boxing's dangerous and you taking your time and doing what's best for you, but there's also the risk of there are other people in this division, and we talked about how the heavyweight division all of a sudden is kind of full of not just overweight big guys, but like athletic, talented boxers, and you might miss your window, your being in your prime and being able to be at the top of the division because you wanted to go around and fight like whomever.
That's a really good point, because for all we know, there's a guy out there like F.A. Agafa, or however you say his name. He actually trains minutes from our house. There's a guy like that that's around 8-0 or something.
Yeah.
That's going to come up and beat all three of them, and those three guys never fight each other, never get the chances, and that guy's the guy.
Yeah.
I guess that's fine for us. I feel like we're kind of like that right now. We're the 8-0 young slugger, Real Talk with Kelsey and Rachel, and we're out to knock those other clown shows out. You can help us by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Join us, and together we will destroy the Sith.
What the?
What? Sorry, I went on Count Dooku on you there for a second. If you don't know what that means, like, comment, and subscribe. Or if you do know what it means, like, comment, and subscribe.